Hello again, a very warm welcome to you all. My name is Deni Kay and I'm here today with a bottle of Game of Thrones House of Tyrell Clynelish Reserve. This was bottled at 51.2%. There is no mention of colouring or filtration of any sort on the label, so we can only assume that there's been some colouring that's been added to this and also some sort of filtration in the process. This was released in 2019 by the very creative, I'd say, marketing department at Diageo. I'm sure they had something to do with it because what they had come up with was a separate distillery within the Diageo portfolio released a whiskey to represent each of the houses. So if you've seen the show or read the book, you know exactly what I'm referring to there, along with a release for the Night's Watch. Now, this particular one here, as I said, released in 2019. I've had this open for quite some time, and it is not something that immediately impressed me. However, I have revisited this many a time. It's had quite some time in the glass now. So I really have given this absolutely every opportunity. And at 51.2% ABV, you feel every bit of that on the nose with that immediate hit, along with some pepper, some ginger. There's some fruit there, so once you get past that spice, there's some fruit there. Yes, absolutely. Apple, red, green, stewed apple, overripe, pineapple, honey, and some sugar-laden cereal. Just a big whack. Alcohol, pepper, ginger. Once that subsides, straight back to the apple that I mentioned earlier. Every single bit of apple. Sweetness that comes through from the flesh. You've got the peel. There's some waxiness that comes through with that peel. And then you're getting that almost bitter, sour bit that you get from the core, the seeds, along with some quince. So if you've had quince, you know that you'll get almost that tart, drying kind of feeling in your mouth, and that lingers through to the finish with a very big hit of pepper, some caramel. There's still some other fruits there, but you're still getting some of that pineapple there. It's almost that stinging sensation that you get from the pineapple that continues to linger. So on the nose, I said, overripe pineapple, because it was really that sweet, pineapple kind of muddled smell that you would almost get when it's overripe, as opposed to, as I said, that stinging type of sensation. Anyway, I've said enough about that. 51.2%, I'm going to add just over half a teaspoon of water. It's up to you if you'd like to add more or not. I think you can probably take a little bit more in my experience. Lighter on the nose. You're getting some caramel fudge that comes through now that you certainly did not get without the water, with the water earlier. Malty cereal type of notes, as I mentioned, that laden sugar cereal earlier on. The nose almost feels much brighter than it was before, and you're certainly getting pineapples, almost even a little bit of mango on the nose as well. Water does this wonders. However, there still is spicy. Pepper, the ginger is absolutely there, and it takes you on that ride from beginning to end. You're still getting the apple, some pear that comes through now. It's a little bit creamier. There's some vanilla notes there, some sweet caramel. You still have that quince there, and it's almost like just raw quince, and then also almost like if you boil quince and you eat that, you have the tea, you'll get that sweetness that is there too. So there's a little bit of both. If you've never done that, you'll see what I mean. Is it worth doing? Probably not. Anyway, this for me is a 6.5 out of 10. Doesn't get a higher mark than that. Would I buy it again? The answer is most likely no. Would I consider buying perhaps one of the releases that it did for one of the other houses. Probably not. So 6.5 out of 10 is about as good as it gets for this particular one. If you've enjoyed it, that's great. I'd love to know what you absolutely did love about this particular one. For me, it is probably destined to hang around for maybe another 6 months or so, because I don't think that I'd be able to work my way through it any faster than that. There you have it. So thanks very much once again. Cheers to you. Till next time.